Welcome back into Hodge Podge on this Friday, June 11th. Still the cloud cover, just shy of 3/4 of an inch of rain here in our KLM studios. Looking at the radar, still some light sprinkles fall in our area, but could still see some precip here before the morning hours are all said and done. Today, our guests via our Zoom studios, we've got Kelly Blackledge with us from the Tamarac National Wildlife Refuge. We also have Kevin Zepper with us from MSUM. Kevin, we've been talking about this new app, Wild Inspired. I'm guessing that there might have been a few people that had a hand in helping put this thing together.
Oh, yes, indeed. And quite a valuable team indeed. For the folks from MSUM, aside from Kelly at the refuge, we have the key people on the project were Professor Travis Dolwins. He's from the library, but he has a strong background in geography. Tanya Hansen, she's an economics professor. Professor Alex Fogarty, she's in the College of Arts, Media, and Design, and she helped create the visual that you see. And Dr. David Kramer, GIS specialist who teaches at NDSU. And also, can't forget our interns who really, they were the glue and the spackle. They really filled in everything really well. So we couldn't have done a good job without them. McKenna Anderson and Logan Cohn took care of our social media. And the design students were Jerron Griffin, Emily Hansen, and Aaron Goddard. And so a big shout out to them. I teach in the Department of English, and Kelly is the ranger extraordinaire at Tamarac. So it's been a great experience working with all of these dedicated people.
Well, we're certainly excited. I know Kelly's excited. So let's talk about the big kickoff event, which is coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, that list always blows me away. It is so diverse. You know, who would have thought that there would be this partnership between natural resources and an English department, or economists, or, all of these people. But that's what makes this app so amazing, is that it comes from this diversity of, this diverse group of people. So, yeah, we're excited to have people stop by at the refuge. We're going to be set up in the visitor center parking lot. So inviting people to the visitor center from 1 to 4 p.m. You can stop by anytime. And we will have information about the app, help you download it if you need that. We have Wi-Fi right outside the Discovery Center, so we can do that really easily, and share a little information about how to use the app if people need that. It's pretty self-explanatory, but there are some neat features in the app that we can share. And then we're inviting people we're going to share our top 10 most inspirational places on the refuge. So if you're curious about where we think the top 10 places are on the refuge that inspire us, you'll get that information as well. And then, Kevin's got some cool stuff he's bringing along.
Yeah, I was in charge of swag. So what I did was we got some nice contributions from the university, but I have something special here. I don't think Kelly's even seen it yet. We were really hot on this idea of having a bandana with a map on it, something that you could wipe the sweat off your brow, but also you could fold it in your pocket and there's your map. We have a limited number of these that we're giving away, but this is what she looks like.
Wow, that looks backwards. Folks listening now, they can't see it, but when we get this posted up on TV3, they'll see it.
I'm sorry,
that looks great. Anyway, no, that's all right. That's great.
But it was done. The First Avenue promo people did such a great job working with us, and so we have we have limited T-shirts we're giving out with Wild Inspired, a bunch of buttons, and like I said, lots of swag, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this event very much. This is an early 4th of July for me.
How long? I'll ask you both. Feel free to answer. How long has this been in the works? When did you guys actually come up with this idea, and how long did it take to get from start to in the Apple App Store?
Was it a couple years?
Silence over both.
I know, a really long time.
I don't know how long it took.
I'm going to share the idea. The beginning. I'm an English teacher. I'm going to lecture now. No, the idea began years ago with a colleague of mine. The idea of connecting poetry and nature together began with several discussions with a former professor at MSUM. She teaches in Louisiana. Her name is Dr. Linda Fuselier. And we talked about this, and then she left. And then there's this really bright young woman I met down at the University of New Mexico, and she had this thing that she created called Poetic Roots. And you can look that up online, Poetic Roots. And what it is she had people using a Google interface, something real simple, go to specific places in Albuquerque proper and tag those places and post a poem. And I talked with her about it at a conference there, and I said, this is a really cool idea. And so I don't want to say I stole it. What I will say is it was such a good idea and a foundation for our idea that we built on it. And we thought, how can we make this bigger? And how can we? So this is much bigger. But I have to give acknowledgments to those two really, really wonderful people for planting the germ. From then on, I think it was only a matter of a couple of years to go from meeting with people, going to the meetings, getting a grant. But I will say about this grant, and I know I'm hogging the time, but this is really especially proud for the team that we are working from a Minnesota grant and a federal agency to do something that's essential for the general public. It isn't exclusive to anybody, right? So it was so important that way. The other thing is, and this is my boastful, arrogant moment, we're the first group on our campus to receive this award. This was a Shark Tank style grant where we were actually selling this thing. And so to find out that, I know a lot of smart people on campus, many people far more smarter than me. And I thought they didn't get a grant, but we did. So I think what Kelly had said earlier is we have a very diverse faculty. We came at it from our respective disciplines and points of view. And that inclusiveness and interdisciplinary nature really, I think that's how we flew with this, how we received our grant.
Kelly and Kevin, we are just about out of time. Kelly, I want you to give out the info for Sunday's event before we let you guys go so people can head on out to Tamarac on Sunday.
Yes, get inspired. Join us on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Tamarac Visitor Center. And we'll provide some cool swag. Yep. I mean, really, that's one of a kind map of Tamarac.
That's pretty cool. I like that idea.
That's awesome. And yes, and get inspired.
Well, Kevin and Kelly, thanks so much for your time with us here today in Hodge Podge. I can't wait for the Android version. I'm going to download this as soon as it's available. For those that have Apple, it's available in the Apple App Store. And coming out to Tamarac on Sunday, things get underway at 1 o'clock. You guys have a great weekend. We'll talk again soon. Take care.